Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, by Shem Rakah Kodash, Barakatum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the Brother Raya with another video, and I'm going to start it off with an article from dailystar.co.uk titled, Brain Chip Created for U.S. Soldiers to Take Out Enemies with Their Minds. American scientists have developed a new brain-computer interface strip. And this is going to be another video dealing with the mark of the beast, which is the RFID/NFC microchip implant. And with each passing day, we're getting closer and closer to the mandatory implementation of the microchip implant. And if you have the eyes to see, you can clearly see all these signs around you leading towards that inevitable end. You've got the microchip implant being very big in Sweden. You've got that company in Wisconsin implanting their employees, which I'll be dealing with a little bit later in this video. You've got Neuralink. You've got a new payment system coming to Whole Foods where you can pay for your items by scanning your hand. You've got laptops with fingerprint scanners to unlock it. You've got smartphones with facial scanners to unlock it. The list goes on and on. But a lot of you people out there still refuse to see that the mark of the beast is the microchip implant. And I'm sure a lot of you brothers have saw that video that HOI did where Zabak pretty much said that everything else but the microchip implant was the mark of the beast, entitled All Chips But No Dip. But you people are going to learn in that day, once this mandatory implementation comes and you're faced with death for not taking the microchip implant. This is not a game out here, Akim. Right now, you should be doing all you can to build up your faith in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai so you don't get weak in that day and take the microchip implant. A groundbreaking device has been created that could allow soldiers to control military equipment and vehicles with just their thoughts. Scientists from several universities in the U.S. have created a new brain-computer interface strip. And best believe this isn't new. This is some old technology. The device is connected to the upper neck, picks up on brain signals, and converts them to digital information. These signals could be used to steer vehicles or control other computers. Typically, these devices need to be connected to other machines and often require conductive jelly to work. Here's an image of this out-of-the-skin implant. The device is connected to the upper neck, picks up on brain signals, and converts them to digital information. And there are people in the military already being chipped. This is just them slowly, psychologically and subconsciously easing you people into accepting this technology. About a year ago, we had an Italian Jake who was in the military come up to us and tell us that around 2005 or 2006 that there were soldiers getting microchip implants. And back during the Vietnam War, there was a special forces operative who said his body was full of microchip implants that allowed his handlers to control him like a remote control toy. Woon Hong Yao, a researcher of the Georgia Institute of Technology, told Defense One, "We demonstrated that this portable, flexible, wearable system can control an electric wheelchair, mini car, and a software presentation. The strip has been designed for people without mobility, but it could have much wider implications." And this goes into Revelation chapter 13 verse 14, where it says the man had the power to do miracles in the sight of the beast. They're going to sell this chip to a lot of you people by showing it as a modern medical miracle. It gives the blind the ability to see, the deaf the ability to hear, and the cripple the ability to walk again. Yao added, this system can be used for controlling other devices, including military equipment, and best believe all this technology first has a military application before a civilian application. The paper appears in the current issue of journal Nature Machine Intelligence. Last year, the U.S. military's Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, launched a new generation of warplanes which are flown by a pilot sitting hundreds of miles away with an implant in their brain. Slovakia. The strip has been designed for people without mobility, but could be extended to military equipment. And to you Jakes out there, or you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are in the United States military and that have heard of this truth and are sincere, you better be looking for a way to get out of the military, because eventually you will be forced to take that microchip implant. And that's going to be the final nail in your coffin before you're sent into the Middle East for that battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, or that War of Armageddon. Using sophisticated brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, soldiers will be able to pilot up to 3 jets at once with just their thoughts. Top U.S. scientists have been working on the scheme since 2015. Back in 2016, a pilot hooked up to a neural implant was able to navigate an aircraft in a flight simulator while keeping 2 other planes in formation. In 2017, a pilot steered a plane through another simulation, this time by receiving haptic feedback, meaning the implant created a tingling sensation in their hands. And if you get that microchip implant, you're going to get more than just a tingling sensation. You're going to get a burning sensation when you're hit by one of those 200 million nuclear missiles or one of the laser beams from the chariot of the Most High. And I'm going to go to this video on YouTube on the Daily Show with Trevor Noah's page, which I'm sure a lot of you brothers have seen by now, where they're making light of the chip. Another way Esau Edom's going to ease you people into taking that microchip implant, showing it as it's all just fun and games. Look at all these benefits you can get from taking the microchip implant. You can start your car, unlock your front door at your house, or buy items. This is Luke 6 verse 25. Woe or destruction unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. A lot of you people out there aren't taking these prophecies seriously, because you can still go to the store and buy food and watch Netflix and be a degenerate. But very soon that's all coming to an end. There's a coming economic collapse, famines, pestilences, you name it, where you people are going to be caught out here with your ass in the breeze, not knowing where your next meal's going to come from, and not knowing if you're going to die at the next second. Woe unto you that laugh now, laughing at the men of the Lord, chiefly GMS or Great Millstone, diligently going out there on the highways and byways preaching this word, as well as putting up video epistles like this to warn you Israelites to come back to your power so you can be saved from these coming calamities of Jacob's trouble. For ye shall mourn and weep when these race wars, these civil wars, martial law, famine, pestilences, and ultimately the mandatory implementation of the mark of the beast microchip implant befalls you. The Most High is going to put it in your spirit to remember that the men of the Lord warned you of these things. So you're going to look for the men of the Lord, but they won't be found. So you're going to have to take whatever comes your way. And I'm going to be playing this video in segments, because I'll know I'll get a copyright strike if I play the whole video.
Next thing you know, we'll all be chipped.
Next thing you know, we'll all be chipped. Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. And he causeth all. Next thing you know, we'll all be chipped. And that he being the elites of the Edomites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Gettys, the DuPonts, you name it, pushing for this new world order predicated upon the microchip implant, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And very soon you won't be able to do anything in society without the microchip implant. You'll be a social pariah, but even worse, you'll be faced with being put to death for not taking the microchip implant. And as always, they've got a coon making light of the situation and showing that everything's okay. And while it's just this low-level coon right now, Very shortly, they're going to have these bigger celebrities like Kanye West, Beyonce, or Jay-Z pushing for the microchip implant, which is going to lead a lot of you simple-minded Jakes astray and to your destruction. And now I'm going to jump to about right here.
Man, so I sat face to face with the man responsible for running a company of chipped employees. So, where exactly is this chip implanted?
It's right there.
That's not where I thought.
In your right hand or in your forehead, but they're trying to throw you off by showing that he has the microchip implant in his left hand. But it doesn't matter where it is. If you get that microchip implant, you're going to be missile food. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, it doesn't specify the right hand. Again, you get that microchip implant and you're done. You'll have a lot of simple-minded Jakes that'll think, oh, if I get it in my left hand, I'll be okay. Well, you just go ahead and do that and tempt the Lord and see what happens to you.
Y'all put it.
Where did you think I put it?
That's not important. So how did you convince your employees to let you brainwash them into getting chips in their hands?
Because they saw that we could do something that truly could just change the world. I literally can, with the swipe of the hand, do anything. You can start your car with it. You can make payments, unlock doors.
You can make payments that they may neither buy or sell save he that had the mark. That you may neither buy nor sell save you have the mark. And here goes Jake Coonan making light of the situation. Woe to you that laugh now, for you shall weep later. And now I'm going to jump to the end of this video. I'm going to put the captions on. And at this point, this coon was talking to an Edomite in the video, and the Edomite was telling her some of the negative side effects of getting the microchip implant, such as it getting hacked or getting your identity stolen. But the ultimate negative benefit is being killed by one of those nuclear missiles. So they show this coon trying to cut it out of her hand. But if you Jakes honestly believe that if you get the chip and cut it out at the last second, that you're going to be exempt from this judgment, you're sadly mistaken. By receiving the microchip implant, you've pledged your allegiance to Esau Edom and showed that you fear Esau, the man who can only kill the body, more than the Most High, the power that can kill both body and spirit. And for a faithless dog that fears the creation more than the Creator, the Most High is not going to show you a lick of mercy. Back in Revelation chapter 14. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, Esau Edom, the so-called white man's political, financial, and military system, that NATO-EU alliance which the U.S. is a part of, the reincarnated Roman Empire, that fourth beast, and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, not just his right hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, those 200 million nuclear missiles, as well as the laser beams from the chariot of the Most High, which people ignorantly refer to as so-called UFOs, in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb, Yahushua HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ. And no sincere Israelite would ever think of tempting the Most High like this. Unfortunately, a lot of you simple-minded Jakes are going to be calling in the name of Jesus in that day, but even Jesus won't be able to save his pale ass. And shall be tormented in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb by that fire and brimstone. And it's sickening seeing you jakes coon like this and making your brothers and sisters look like a laughing stock in front of these heathens just so you can get a little shine on a TV show. But now I'm going to close it out in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1 through 3. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, because you're diligently in these scriptures, as well as watching the news and filtering the news through these scriptures so you can know what times you're living in, the last seconds of these last days. Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. The mandatory implementation of the mark of the beast is upon us. Any day now, the trigger event for that mandatory implementation, economic collapse, a false flag terrorist attack, war with Iran, could happen at any moment. For when they shall say peace and safety, the daily show making light of the microchip implant, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Race wars, civil wars, martial law, famine, pestilence, being faced with being put to death for not taking the mark of the beast, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. For those that take that mark, you shall be tormented with that fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So with this video, I hope you sincere Akim were edified. And as always, I'm going to say Abba Babal, Kwam Yasharala. Till next time, Shalom.